Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Vosk, the VoskCoin YouTube channel.
How y'all doing today? I don't mind vegetables on my farm. I mind Bitcoins and other digital currency.
And today I'm here to give you an update on my mining farm.
Taking you inside my crypto mining shed and explaining how I built it. After watching this video, you will understand all the basics, and if you want to, you'll be able to build out your own cryptocurrency mining shed. Here's my story on how I spent $100,000 building a crypto mining shed. I can't believe it's so cool that we just hit it, over 155,000 subscribers here on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. When I started this, I just never dreamed that many of you guys would just be interested and tune in and care. So again, you know, I'm appreciative every day that, you know, you guys come back and watch me do some crazy stuff and just kind of keep supporting me and allow me to keep doing all this crazy stuff. And today I'm going to tell you the lessons that I've learned mining Bitcoin full-time for over 4 years, and the lessons I live by and operate by in cryptocurrency that truly enable me to earn more money and earn more coins. The painful lessons, the expensive lessons, that's what we're doing today. Have you ever wanted to get into Bitcoin mining, but you don't know where to start? Well, we'd recommend our sponsor, Compass, who not only will connect you with mining farms and you can host Bitcoin miners there, but now they also sell Bitcoin miners that they'll ship directly to your house. Learn more about Compass with the link out in the video description below. Let me lead with the biggest lesson that I've learned in all of this. 1, you don't doubt Orange Coin. Believe in this, believe in yourself, believe in just that initial gut feeling, that initial hype, that interest, just whatever that feeling is, cling to whatever feeling really got you into this. Don't let prices coming down or negative feedback from someone else stop you. So again, you know, I've been mining Bitcoin for over 4 years full time, and it has not been my only occupation as just simply a Bitcoin miner. But I have not stopped mining Bitcoin one way or another with this mining rig or that mining rig for over 4 years. I've used a lot of altcoin miners, altcoin ASIC miners, and GPU mining rigs to mine different cryptocurrencies and dump them right into Bitcoin. And as it stands, Bitcoin mining has been industrialized. It's an arms race, right? Who can make the best Bitcoin miner? Whoever makes the best Bitcoin miner makes the most money as a manufacturer and literally as a miner as well, because there are no manufacturers that also don't mine, at least to some degree, themselves. You hear rumors about that. Oh, you know, they do the mining with all these things for a long time before they send them. To be honest, sometimes true, sometimes not true. So there's two sides of this story here. But before I just start going tangent here, tangent there, let me bring it back to the beginning, right? So I got into this and I was not getting advice. No one was like, yeah, man, you should buy an ASIC miner and start mining Bitcoin. And I'm like, dude, what the hell is an ASIC miner? And I wish I could go back and tell myself, hey, brother, an ASIC miner is an application-specific integrated circuit miner. It's a purpose-built machine. It's one device, customized. All it does is mine one single cryptocurrency algorithm. For example, Bitcoin ASIC miners only mine SHA-256. You could mine Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin SV with it, but that would just make you dumb. Sorry if I hurt the feelings, but historically Bitcoin has been the best coin to mine on the Bitcoin mining algorithm. There's been a couple other projects, you know, you could say for this very short period, and here, you know, little blips in the timeline, but overall, obviously, Orange Coin wins this battle, this debate. And when I was getting into cryptocurrency seriously and mining seriously, the Bitmain Antminer S9 was the best Bitcoin mining rig you could buy, but it was a year old. I'm like, it sounds kind of old. But I remember looking at Antminers. They're the easiest, just purpose-built miner, ASIC miner to discover. And I was like, yo, those are cool. I want to get one of those. And the L3 Plus had just come out. The L3 Plus is another ASIC miner by Bitmain, and it only mines the script mining algorithm. And Litecoin went so crazy is that some resellers and some manufacturers literally ripped these miners off of trucks that were going out for shipment and this and that, and plugged them in and started mining with them, because Litecoin and other script-based cryptocurrencies, like many people's favorite coin, Dogecoin, were going crazy back then. and the profitability skyrocketed. I remember buying that thing for 1,500 bucks, and I sold it several months later after mining a ton of coin with it that was all appreciating rapidly in value for over $4,500 per miner. That's crazy. But this isn't about that. However, I wanted to bring up just the allure. Like, the Antminer was like the premier ASIC miner that you could get. Strong brand name. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, was going on, but I was like, I want to build some GPUs and I want to try one of those ASIC miners. No, the real ones, the big ones, one of those Bitmain, the one with the ant on it. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. And so eventually I finally caved and got an Antminer S9 in 2017. And by the time I got in, plugged it in, and started really paying attention to my profitability, Bitcoin was going up and up and up, and it was mining about $50 a day. That is so much money for a device that, depending when you bought it, only cost a couple $1,000s. However, Bitcoin was very volatile then. Bitcoin is still volatile now, even though it's trading for so much more. And I want to pause it right there. There's so many things you can do. And in retrospect, you can always say, well, this would have been the best thing to do that. And this would have been the best thing to do that. But as a tenured Bitcoin miner, I would consider myself at this point. I'm not bragging or whatever else. It's just a fact. I got gray hair on my head. That means I'm old. Don't you understand? When I started mining Bitcoin, I had no gray hairs. So I'm basically Deckard Cain in this story. Stay a while and listen.
Stay a while and listen.
But if we really click that pause button, you could say, oh, well, I should have sold the coin then, and then also sold the miner at this time, and then maybe bought some at the bottom of the bear market for $100 a miner, and then flipped them several years later after mining them, and for $2,000 a unit, whatever. You know, you can't see the future and you can't change the past. But historically, the biggest lesson I learned by far is get in the game as soon as possible and get a long-term plan. You want to get rich tomorrow? Find something else. Buy a speculative altcoin, and it's going to rocket or it's going to dump, and you're going to learn a very exciting lesson one way or the other. Trust me, that's my favorite sector. Okay, but seriously, in retrospect, I would have bought as many miners as I could. I would have set up a very good real facility. I would have had enough cash to sustain 3 years of electricity bills without having any kind of profitability. I would have stacked all the coins, and then when I decided that things had pumped to crazy prices, then I would take real profits. But it's not always about dirty dollars. Obviously, you want to stack Bitcoins, you want to stack other cryptocurrencies if you're really in this for the long haul. But the fact remains that we still live in a world ruled by the US dollar and other dirty fiat money. I get that. And so I want to sell some coin and change my life personally and have, financial prosperity, be able to buy the things I want and whatever else and just live comfortably, but then also stack these coins that I truly believe are the future. And crypto, you could take a negative point of view. It almost sounds like a cult, like buy my coin. It's the best thing ever. You got to take a deep breath. You got to understand that there's a lot of merit to this, and there's a lot of just fanboys, tribalism. Bitcoin maximalists are just nauseating. When they say that Bitcoin is the only thing and the only thing ever, just go ahead and turn it off, because all they have are Bitcoin bags, and anyone who talks like that is just simple-minded. A sheep has way too much money or way too much Bitcoin. That's the fact that remains as far as I'm concerned. But seriously, in retrospect, I would have just gotten as many miners as I could and got them all set up, and I would be killing it. But I didn't have the cash flow at the time. You got to be able to do whatever you can do. Obviously, not everyone's going to turn around and just go ahead and make a farm. And as it stands, more people are bullish on Bitcoin mining than ever before. The landscape is changing. Just last week, a big crypto lender basically put $500 million into their Bitcoin mining farm investment. That's insane. Those headlines did not exist 3-4 years ago. So is it still really viable? Well, you can always find excuses, you can always find doubt, and you can also always find some people to lead you with, yeah, this is definitely the way, and then you walk off a cliff and you're dead. Congratulations, you just capitulated. It's like that saying that the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Alright, so figure out, if you want to get into this, what you can do. For me, I'm very happy that I have been mining nonstop since I got into cryptocurrency. I see a lot of things I could have done better, I could have done different, I had a lot of fortitude. I mined through the bull market, bear market, held a lot of coins the whole way up and down and everything in between. But in retrospect, surviving a harsh bear market did lead me to selling some Bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies too soon. Just to be clear, so it's not taken out of context, I still have plenty of crypto and I'm having a blast. But once you ride something all the way up and you ride it all the way down, which includes Bitcoin mining, right? You like look back and you're like, wow, I was mining $500 a day. And now I'm only mining $50 a day. And I didn't take any profits when I was at $500 a day, feeling euphoric, not realizing those gains. Because there's always going to be a better time to sell, and there's always going to be a better time to buy, relatively speaking. But at some point, the new bottom, the new low, is much higher than the previous one. And year over year, on average, Bitcoin mining has been an incredible investment. Everybody wishes they could go back 4 years and buy Bitcoin right now. If you bought Bitcoin at the top of the previous bull market, you would be up probably 3x right now. Just like let that sink in. You bought the top of the top, you'd still be up 3x right now. But Bitcoin mining is not so simple because Bitcoin miners advance. Since then, mainstream miners from many different companies like MicroBT and the What's Miner have made a lot of progress. Cannon and the Avalon miners have come back into the fold. And obviously, Bitmain and their Antminer series for Bitcoin have gone from the S9 and a bunch of different versions with S9. It's awfully confusing. We have the S9, we have the S9J, we have the S9T, we have the S9 different terahash, we have the S9 for this. It gets very like it's just so stupid, to put it simply. It's so annoying. I understand there's fluctuations in the silicon they can use, the chips inside these ASIC hash boards, right? And every Bitcoin miner, because of that, can have a different hash rate. And to put it simply, your hash rate is your mining power. Your mining power turns into basically your mining profitability. At the end of the day, you have a machine that can only mine Bitcoin so fast, right? Then you have an electricity bill. These things consume electricity. And that is one of the coolest things about Bitcoin is that there is a raw cost to produce. Some people can make the environmental argument and that's a waste of this, that, and whatever. But honestly, that is what contrives the value of it. There is a base layer, just value, production cost here. You can't say that about the Shiba Inu SHIB token. Some nerd in a basement somewhere minted that, sent millions of dollars to all of the top cryptocurrency exchanges, got listed, and is now sitting on billions and billions. And that is why tokens like that come and go. And that is why Bitcoin and other proof of work mineable cryptocurrencies have the chance to be viable and stay. Obviously, everything's different, everything's rapidly evolving, but at the end of the day, Bitcoin is the oldest cryptocurrency. It's been mined the entire time, and because of that, it has had such a unique distribution of its coins. And it's truly one of the most decentralized and just one of the most beautiful things, not only in cryptocurrency, but really just in like economics and in the history of the world as far as money in an exchange of goods and store of value goes. Forget physical gold. We've got digital gold now. There's only 21 million coins. It doesn't have to be Bitcoin. We can also create other things. But can you recreate the magic? And just the insane enthusiasm and support, allegiance that follows Bitcoin? Well, that's a different story.
Hey guys, it's Miss Vosk. I'm here today to talk to you about TurnCoin. TurnCoin is the world's first trading platform for backing talent. Their business model enables talented people to monetize their dreams and fund their careers. TurnCoin utilizes virtual stacks, which are digital trading cards that allow people to showcase their talents and allow friends, family, and fans the opportunity to share their success. These stacks are created, marketed, traded, and sold on the Stacks app. 100% of the global gross revenue of the exchange share is distributed to the TurnCoin holders every month through smart contracts. They even have a cameo endorsement from Patrick Mahomes. TurnCoin is launching their token sale for their TXC token soon. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research before investing into any platform.
One thing that nobody really explained to me, that maybe it was harder to tell, these are the things you kind of learn over time, is just the nanometer for ASIC chips. And there's rumors and there's truth and whatever else. And basically, Antminer S9s and that other competing generation of Bitcoin miners, as far as efficiency goes, were very good. The Antminer S9 still pulls a profit today. Obviously, we have the Antminer S19 now and other leading Bitcoin ASIC miners. There's a long list of them. There's a lot of viable options, and many of them are publicly available. Understand that millionaires and billionaires throw around millions in this market, and they get a lot of private deals. They scoop a lot of stuff up because a manufacturer can cut a deal at retail price to all these guys ordering millions and millions and millions of dollars instead of dealing with like me and you on just say Bitmain's shop page on their website, which I'll link that out below. It's not a referral link, just to make sure if you get into this stuff, you don't end up on scam sites, because here's a warning, there are so many scammers. There are so many fake mining sites, cloud mining sites that aren't even real in their scams, and just fake ASIC miner sites impersonating real manufacturer shops, fake resellers. It's astonishing how much just scam there is in the space, because it's just a ripe opportunity for these scammers, because most of the time you buy cryptocurrency miners with cryptocurrency. That's a non-refundable payment, my friend. So if you send that to the wrong place, you can get duped real fast. But my point is that the S9 was very advanced, and the next generation came, and it was actually pretty quickly replaced with the S19s. And the S19s were the latest and greatest Bitcoin miners, and when it comes to this, you deal with efficiency. Basically, this thing can just say do 100 terahash at 1000 watts. This one can do 100 terahash at 500 watts. It's twice as efficient. That means that that one can run the other one out of business if it really kind of consumes and takes over the network. It's an arms race, right? But the semi-hidden secret, or just thing that's not really illustrated enough, is that the S19J and comparable series, basically the Bitcoin miners of 2020 and 2021, compared to the Bitcoin miners of 2022, like the S9 XP, good luck keeping up with all these names, buddy. The new generation, it's much more efficient. It's based off 5 nanometer chip technology. Why wouldn't we just completely change the name, like call it the S21 or something? Why? Stupid idea, me. Let's just add some letters at the end. Okay. But no, seriously, so the newest miners are very efficient. The previous generation are efficient. And basically what you deal with here is the current gen and really the last 2 generations of mining rigs can normally compete even at residential electric rates for decent mining profitability in a bull run and also a bear market. Okay, we live for the bull run, but you prepare and you build for that bear market, because if you can't weather the storm, it was all for nothing. And the worst thing you can do is get into crypto, capitulate at the bottom, and then watch everybody else ride the next tide back up. Obviously, this is not financial advice. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed, but what I can tell you year over year is that Bitcoin was a buy. Bitcoin mining was a good decision. Everybody wishes they could go back again and 4 years ago buy Bitcoin and mine Bitcoin. And they wish they could go back 4 more years from that and buy more Bitcoin and mine more Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin mining is only getting more difficult every single day. More people are buying Bitcoin miners than ever before. More people are mining Bitcoin than ever before. There is more money behind Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining than ever before. This will lead to less volatile prices. This will lead to less drops in price. And look, I'm not saying it's not going to go down. We could still even touch teens on Bitcoin. I can't imagine we're ever going to see Bitcoin under $10,000 again. And I used to think it was crazy. I was like, man, I just can't wait till Bitcoin goes crazy or something and hits like $50,000. And then it just decides to fly right past that and touch a whole different number. Like if you mine 2 Bitcoins and Bitcoin goes like 50 grand or something crazy, right? And your bill here, you have $10,000 bill and $20,000, paid in hardware and setup, then you're still going to clear 20 grand, over this. But, to bank everything on that going to 50 grand, I mean, that's quite a gamble. I like to look at worst case scenario, and if things go better than that, awesome. But when you've got some of the biggest money in the world backing this, what do you think's going to happen? And there's one part of that that's actually kind of sad, is Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining gets truly industrialized, taken over by the rich and this and that, whatever. But how do you think the rich get rich and the rich get richer? Well, they notice things like this, whether it's sooner or later, and they get involved and they use their money to make more money. How do you get rich if you're not rich? Well, you got to be more agile than them. You got to be on the cutting edge. You got to get into Bitcoin mining before they do. You've got to buy Bitcoin before they do, or at least on its way up and things like that. And again, it's NFA, that's not financial advice, because apparently I'm in the US, I gotta say that every video. So much for land of the free, man. Imagine living in a country that totes freedom, freedom of speech, land of the free, patriotic, toppling tyranny, and everything else in between. And I gotta put 20 disclaimers in all my videos these days, because we've been fortunate the channel has gained a lot of momentum, and now just simply put, we're a target. It pisses me off. the more you learn, just the more pissed you get. You take the wool out from over before your eyes and you're just like, wow, what do you mean there's nothing back in the US dollar? Oh my God, what do you mean banks can lend out money with no fractional, what's a fractional reserve? So they can lend out money and they got nothing to back it, down to 0% sometimes. So they can literally lend money they have 0% of to you and make money on you. And you think this world's fair and it's set up for you to win? This world, everything, even in the greatest country, is built to keep the bottom at the bottom and the top at the top. And the only way you're gonna change your position is by doing things different, elevating your mindset, and figuring out how to move forward and how to move up. Maybe you don't want to, that's fine, but I'm not gonna live my life down here. And Bitcoin mining and cryptocurrency has given me an opportunity to really just increase my financial status, chase financial freedom, break these chains that you are born into. And I really don't mean to sound so dramatic, but if you take a deep breath, you open your eyes and you take a step back, the reality is there. Can you do whatever you want to do all the time? You are born into work. And it's opportunities, again, like Bitcoin mining. I'm not trying to like shill it. It doesn't have to be Bitcoin mining. This is just the example we're talking about here today. But it's these things that can really give you the keys to freedom and change your life. Working your 9 to 5, being a good little boy, yeah, that ain't it. That ain't it. That's the path to mediocrity or slightly above average. And the sad truth is not everybody makes it. So this kind of parlays me into the next thing I wanted to say. Is, you know what? It's the mindset. It's that, not even just bullish. It's just like confidence. Believe in what you're doing. And not blindly, but believe in it to a serious degree. Because it's those with that kind of unwavering faith that had the easier path. And I don't mean religion when I say that. I mean belief in something like, say, Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining, right? It's those who had that unwavering faith that they're like, I'm going to mine as much Bitcoin as I can, and I'm going to sit on this amount until maybe it's life-changing to me, or I can sell half and pay off my house and buy my dad a car and, you know, have a good setup for my kids and build a playground for my dog. You know, whatever your goals are. Also, I think if your goals are hollow, you're going to have a harder time. If you think all of this is about getting a Lambo and you think you're going to be happy with a Lambo, you got a lot to learn in life. But I'm not here to lecture you. I'm not your dad. I'm a Doge dad. And this is just the gem of my life, my beautiful pup, Tails, our resident Shiba Inu, the Doge, the owner of the VoskCoin YouTube channel. And you want a fun fact, a little bit of irony? So I got Tails because I always wanted a Shiba Inu. I think they're an incredible breed. They're very difficult. They're probably not for you, to be honest. They're probably not for you. They're a high energy breed. They're headstrong. They're confident. They need just a strong alpha in their pack. And they're the most incredible, intelligent dog in the business. And they're small. They're easy to transport around, right? And so anyway, I wanted one. I hunted one down. I got Tails. I picked up Tails. And best decision of my life. I did that before I got into cryptocurrency. But the fun fact, the funny thing is, if I would have just put all of my money and I would have put all of my focus just into buying Dogecoin and mining Dogecoin, which is another mineable cryptocurrency, I would have, and I just sat on it and I waited until Dogecoin went, you know, absolutely insane over the last year, I would have more money than I could imagine. And it's just kind of funny and ironic the way it goes. Like when I wake up every morning, Tails brings me a toy and she makes this cute little face. And that little cute face has been telling me, hey, good morning, Dad. By the way, buy Dogecoin. You idiot. I'm like, Tails, do not speak to me that way. Just an aside, fun fact, funny note, I guess it's just kind of it's funny the way things go. But either way, I'm very happy with how things have played out. Getting into cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin mining has been one of the best decisions of my life, and it's been absolutely just financially life-changing. The story's not over. The opportunity's not over. Bitcoin will be mined forever. Even when all of the Bitcoins are mined, you will still be mining the Bitcoin paid in transaction fees. And so the more Bitcoin is used and the more expensive it becomes, the more those transaction fees could be worth. The downside is that at some point, if this doesn't scale properly, Bitcoin becomes too expensive to use and it loses that peer-to-peer digital borderless cryptocurrency utility. It kind of really is already there. Bitcoin transactions are slow, and for what they are, they're also expensive. There are alternatives and things people are working on, like the Lightning Network and Taproot and whatever else. But I'm also always very scared to see big changes to Bitcoin because I don't want people involve changing something that is so historically just kind of pure. In my opinion, the creator of Bitcoin has been dead for several years. It's sad, it's tragic, and it's really like a movie. The dude who created world-changing technology and created one of the most interesting and incredible just things ever, including just this basically a financial revolution, never even got to live to see most of it transpire. And the irony is that we're still early and he's been long gone. And that's kind of sad. But that is also what really adds to this insane just character and value with Bitcoin. I've just completely blown this video wide open on all kinds of tangents, I guess. Maybe I lost the subject matter. To be honest, I don't care. It's just one of those days in the life. I'm on that bull run grind. I'm having a blast. Things are going very well. I'm exhausted. I'm fatigued. There's so much to tune into. I haven't unplugged in years. I'm on edge. I'm wired. But I'm also having a blast at the same time. And this bull run, I've been very fortunate to be a part of it. This is my second cycle. And it's your second cycle in cryptocurrency where you can really have the best opportunities. Your first cycle, you're going to make so many mistakes. You're going to do so many things wrong because it's weird, it's different, and it's just a learning experience. Moving forward, mining Bitcoin full time for over 4 years is that I am building out a big solar powered mining farm. And the key coin that's going to be built into that mining farm, even though it doesn't top the mining profitability charts, even though it's very energy hungry, even though whatever, it's going to be built around Bitcoin, because I know Bitcoin's going to be here today, it's going to be here tomorrow, it's going to be here next year, it's going to be here in 2 years. And that's going to be the core, that's going to be the heart, that's going to be the lifeblood for my solar-powered cryptocurrency mining farm that unfortunately has been delayed because I am battling the county and I will win this battle. But on a serious note, I hope that speaks for how serious I am on this. Like, in retrospect, I wish I mined more Bitcoin. I wish I held more Bitcoin. I wish I bought more Bitcoin. And I say that having done all of those things and even going as far as buying Bitcoin on credit cards that I couldn't back up. And I don't recommend doing that. I played all in. And luckily, it worked out. Fortunately, it worked out. But it doesn't always work out. And as far as gambling with debt and everything like that. But I will say that, you know, obviously looking forward, I'm not like, oh yeah, Bitcoin mining was cool and fun, but now all the big mining farms can have it. No thanks. I'm going to build a solar powered farm. I'm going to pay off the solar. Now all my energy is free. I'm going to get these Bitcoin mining rigs. I'm going to pay them off. Then my Bitcoin miners are paid off. So I've got, at that point, paid off or, you know, free miners, and I've got paid off or free solar panels. And what I have is free energy running paid off gear, literally money printing machines, making me money, passive income 24/7, 365, mining the original cryptocurrency that is set to be the #1 crypto, at least for the next couple of years. It's likely one day another cryptocurrency will topple Bitcoin, but that day is not today, and it's not this year. I'd like to take a brief moment to thank today's video sponsor, and that's going to be PrimeXBT and their mobile app. Their mobile app is available for iOS and Android, but why would you even download the thing? Well, with PrimeXBT, you'll be able to trade cryptocurrencies. You will be able to trade stocks. You will be able to trade Forex. You can do all of this from their app. Obviously, trading Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is the most exciting part to me personally. Like every app these days, it's really easy to set up and download. Click, make an account, and you are in. As always, please use our link to support the channel. Once you make an account and sign in, they have a watch list, bid and ask section, as well as charts, along with not only USD, but also Bitcoin pairings on many different cryptocurrencies. They also have a live chart function available from within their app that's customizable. You can set stop loss, you can take profits, and obviously you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies, not only at market, but they also have other interesting features on their exchange, like copy trading. With copy trading, you can copy the top traders on their cryptocurrency exchange. With that, if they do well, you tag along and you make some of the profits. If they don't, you lose. I know, it's pain. But the good news is that the top traders win more than they lose. That's why they're the top traders. PrimeXBT has also added another new feature recently, and that's going to be yield, where you can earn interest on your cryptocurrencies, and it's powered by their co-vesting. PrimeXBT is striving to be a key crypto trading platform. Learn more about them and support the channel with the link out in the video description below. So to sum it up, what I learned, I wish I got into it sooner. I wish I went even more headstrong into it. And you know what else? Another thing I want to bring up is don't rely on some stupid friend. Don't rely on a family member. Don't rely on anyone else who may hold you back, kind of messing around. You need a little confidence boost. You need some encouragement, whatever. Like, if you really want to get in this, psych yourself up and get in the game and do it yourself. If you can find someone great to work with, that's incredible. And that will exponentially increase your capabilities. But if you can't, I delayed months and months and months, and I lost some really good opportunities waiting for my former best friend and my cousin to get involved with me to try to make a big play with a mining farm. It cost me a lot, and I got so frustrated. I was like, you know what, just forget you guys. Everything's passing us by. I'm just gonna drop a shed in my yard, turn it into a mining farm, and I'm gonna run with this and see what I can do, because the opportunity is here and now. And really, that's the biggest thing. Is, are you gonna? It's like the rap song, right? Are you gonna seize the opportunity, right? Are you just gonna let it slip? It's up to you. And I'm not saying to do this. And if you do this, that doesn't work out, you did it, right? This isn't a pitch. This isn't a shill. This is just me talking about my experience, what I've learned, and things I tell myself, and the ways I build myself up and pump myself up with all this whole journey. And it's incredible. And I'm thankful and I'm fortunate, and I work hard every day. Statistically, I work more than 2 full-time jobs a year between the crypto YouTube channel, VoskCoin, all of the mining stuff I do, and everything else in between. And with that, I'm fortunate to have made big progress. And I hope that you can join me on this crazy crypto journey, as I like to call it, and smash the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and let me know in the comments below what questions you have. I'm happy to answer them. Join our Discord server. We have over 30,000 incredible people in there. There's so many knowledgeable people on every subject matter. There's someone in that server and on our forum, VoskCoin Talk, that is more knowledgeable than me. I'm not omniscient. I don't know everything. All I do is work hard every day and do the best that I can and try to learn something new every day. That's all you can do. And the only other thing that you absolutely have to do, you got to hit the subscribe button. That's it. I'm forcing your hand on that one. So I'm done. I'm fired up today. I'm turning the camera off. I hope you guys have an awesome time. As always, above all, just believe in yourself. If you have no one to support you, because I get that. I've been in situations where no one believed in me. No one thought that my idea was good. No one thought that I would, be able to traverse that or make it or whatever. And it's very difficult. And I just want you to know that if you can dig deep and believe in yourself, dig that up. I want to believe in you too. And I want to support you too. And if you need friends to connect with in crypto, you don't know anyone else, or everyone else is hating on it or saying some dumb stuff, seriously, join the communities, join our servers and all that stuff. Connect with other like-minded individuals, making plays, making moves, changing their lives, just building a better future. You sit around with all these losers going nowhere, doing nothing, running the same things every day, monotonous. Where do you think you're going to end up? You look around who the people you hang out with, it's like those quotes. You're likely to end up somewhere similar. So don't be hanging out with losers expecting to be a winner. Statistically, it's not going to happen. Statistically, if you smash that subscribe button, you're going to win some. So I'll see you. I'm done. I'll see you. See you later. Goodbye. Good night. Hello. Good morning. Please be advised, there are scammers impersonating us on multiple platforms. I don't want your money, I just want you to smash that subscribe button. Everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only. That means it's not financial advice.
Shine. 'Cause when you let me, baby.